Hello, Leanne. I'm so excited about this chat.
Oh, I am too.
Brilliant. Oh, it's so good to have you here. And we're now talking because, not only did you go through the Power Within You program, but you opted to continue on in the mastermind Life with No Limits. And, I just have to say to you before we start, what's been so incredible for me, Leanne, is I thought at the end of the Power Within You, I thought, wow, she has changed so much. And I just was so excited about taking you to the next level. But this 6 months has blown me away, really, really blown me away. It's been incredible to watch. It really has. So how do you feel?
Grateful. If I sum it up in just the one word, gratefulness, gratitude, I think I probably said it in the first video, but I don't know where I would be if I had not met you. I certainly wouldn't have evolved like I did, like I have. And that's amazing to see the transformation in myself now. After other people are telling me such a transformation has occurred, but now I'm believing it myself.
Well, let's dig deeper into that because it really has been fantastic. And what I've loved, it's been on every level of your life.
Yeah.
Really, I've seen you create this whole new identity, not just in navigating the dating scene again and really going at dating from a different place to a place of strength and empowerment, to stepping up as a businesswoman in building your own business, to how you've shown up as a mom and navigating, extricating yourself from your ex and your past life and all that. Wow. I mean, let's break them down because there's so much. So where do you want to start? Which one do you want to start with? Daisy? Let's start with Daisy.
That's the most fun.
Because, previously you were going about dating the wrong way from a place of will they fulfill, are they the one for me? Are they going to make me? Let's just talk about how differently you are now dating and what's happened.
Yes, there's things you don't know yet, so it will be a first on this video. But yeah, I started dating and I projected straight away. But the hardest thing to admit was that there was a lot of red flags. I still ignored them at the beginning. But I did get to a point within the quick relationship where I realized that it was a red flag and then I stopped it. But there was a lot of hurt in between, acknowledging the red flags. But I seemed to take a little while to sort of really believe that I was worthy of having the man that I really wanted. So, I made a lot of mistakes. I hurt myself. I hurt, the other men, but it was still such a journey and it was so valuable as well.
It wasn't that mistakes, because I remember you just very quickly, you just went, light bulb, I can see it now. I can see everything you've put into place with the program and I can see what I'm doing. I'm putting the fantasy on the relationship, not just...
No, that's right. In the past, the red flags would be like 14 years.
Yes.
Whereas no, this was so much quicker. And I could, like you taught me, to observe, be the observer and actually see what they are telling you straight on. And so once I sat back and realized, it was like, no, this won't work for so many reasons. So much so that in a very short period of time, I have found the man of my dreams, who is the sweetest, kindest, gentlest man that I've actually known for over a decade, has come back into my life.
Wow. And
yes.
Let's ask you this. Previously, how would you have felt about him?
He was a very special friend. We were both married though, so it was only friendship, and we've been very proud of that. It wasn't even an issue for us all these years, but he's always supported me and I've always supported him. But yeah, he recently came back into my life and said, I want to tell you something. And he emptied his heart out and said, I have loved you for a very long time, but respecting marriage boundaries and everything, he said, I never thought this would be possible. And it didn't take me long to go, I've actually attracted him back into my life.
Yeah.
There'll be no games like in the past. There'll be no manipulation like in the past.
Yeah.
Because I've known him for so long, there's no red flags.
No, and
Yep.
Isn't it so true that, because do you remember me saying to you, we are a mirror. We mirror out, and what we mirror out, we attract. And the more you were stepping into your worth, the more I could see you start going, oh, I can see them. And they stop coming. And now, so now you really are absolutely embodying that. And how does that feel?
Oh, I can't put it into words. That I feel settled. I feel excited about the future, because I know we're going to have an amazing life. The whole world has opened up. He wants to give me the world. So I have to get used to accepting, accepting things from a man, which I'm not used to doing. But I know his heart, his mind, his soul is just absolutely no one. I've never dated anyone like it.
And now how to trust whether it's right, don't you?
That's right. Absolutely. And moreover, we are actually now looking at a business together, which will enable me to still, I have a love of making cakes. I will still be able to do that, and I'll put my heart and soul in it. I'll never give that up. But this one will work together, and it can be a multi-million-dollar business. So all the years of struggle too financially have suddenly gone away.
Well, let's just talk about that, because I remember 6 months ago, because I remember 6 months ago, your identity was, oh, I only make cakes.
Yes.
And we worked on changing that identity, didn't we?
Yes.
And what happened when you stepped into that you are a CEO, you have it's not just a business about cakes. It's, you make beautiful cake bouquets. It's about, connecting people, bringing joy, bringing memories. But what happened creatively when we changed your identity about who you are as a CEO of your business?
Everything changed. I was more creative. I took more risks, but they were calculated risks. They were because more opportunities came to me as well, knowing that I no longer shut myself off from opportunities. I opened them up and I ran with them. And that felt so good to trust. It was just trusting me. That's all it was. And knowing, again, I'll probably use the word worthy so many times, but knowing that I am worthy of this and I can do it. So there was a big switch that just, flipped completely in my whole psyche of who I believed I was as a cake maker. No, it's a business owner.
And you became, I remember you were so afraid when you stepped to that concept, then the opportunities came. But then again, you put in the false limit and you just went, oh, Gary, I can't do this. Do you remember that? Because
we identified why that was, because there were outside influences that were saying, no, you can't do this because it's not good for the family, or you're getting too big for your boots. So I had that for such a long time. It took a long time for it to be removed. And you obviously, you helped me with that. And then when we did remove it, what I loved was watching you and you and your daughter and she became inspired, and you both came up with these amazing ideas, and you became the first mother-daughter at-home business delivering on Menulog. Yes. And it
was just fantastic to watch it. And now I love that you're just saying, okay, I'm unlimited. I don't have to just make cakes. I can create this in any business.
Yes, that's what's so exciting. And to do it with someone that I have a future with as well, and that will directly help me set my children up. And it's not just me, it's just what I can now give back to the world. You know, when you don't have a lot of money or time, it's so hard to be able to give back.
Yeah.
But now I can give back to all the causes that have helped my family over the years. And just like my triplets were born very prem almost 21 years ago, and we almost lost one of them. But we were the care they received at the Women's and Children's Hospital in Adelaide was amazing. And you just wouldn't know they were prem and very, very sick. So, you know, I want to give money to them. And that's just one example. But to set my children up, that's a huge why, you know, for them to not have to struggle, you know, like me and my other generations have struggled with, you know, financially. So.
And that takes me to really the other part, the third part of this that we worked on, and it was so beautiful to see you step into the most incredible mother and role model. Because when we
God, yeah,
I'm terrified I'm going to lose my children. I'm going to be so. And then and again, I said to you, it's if you step into that identity of the mother who unconditionally loves and shows your kids what self-worth is like, you know, it will ripple out. So how is that? And you've been navigating a difficult separation and you know, not a battle, but struggles over who has the children and all that. So how has it helped you in really healing those sort of rifts?
I am at a point that before I met you, I never knew that healing the relationship with my kids, firstly, could actually happen. I did not believe, because of the damage that had been done, I did not believe that I could ever have that back. Or it might be when they've got their own children in, you know, 20 years. But no, already there has been moments where I know in my heart it is happening, because I'm not reacting like I used to. Again, I'm observing and I'm just coming from a place of love. And that is so powerful. And I've seen it's moved mountains already. It has moved mountains, and it's not even a year yet. So that is just, that is amazing.
People has come to you and said, "Mummy, I love you," and
yes,
you're now discussing the possibility of having them, because two of them don't live with you, but coming back to you half of the time. And how's it helped with you navigate? Because, you know, before you were always living in fear and of your ex, in terms of, if I do this, then he's going to react like that, and then we're going to have problems with the divorce and all that. How's it changed there?
This is how I react inside when I am talking to my ex. And before, it was such, like you said, it was massive fear, because there was not a time where I could speak up. Even in the past, I lost my voice completely. I've found it now, but sometimes I choose not to use it with him, because he is the type of man that will never admit of what he's done. It's not in here. He would never admit it. It's all my fault. So I accept that. And there are times, like I said, I just don't react anymore. And that really annoys him. But inside, I'm just smiling, going, oh, I'm so calm. I'm so relaxed. I can't control him. And now I don't even try.
Oh, it's
and it's so powerful.
Look, I can just see your energy, you see, and you know what, I'm so glad other people see it in you, because you know, you really, I mean, I guess how the power within you was very much about really understanding the root cause of where all this comes from, so you can break. But you know, Life Without Limits, this we've been working together, is about really embedding it and living it and practicing it. And I can just see the amazing energy change. What do you think? How much do you think it really embedded everything you learn, and now you really feel it and embody?
Oh, it is, yes, like you said, there was so much deep dive groundwork in the first program, and that was amazing in itself. But with the next one, the mastermind, it was even more deep diving, but so much was uncovered that, again, it's hard for me to put into words because of just the impact it had on me. So if anyone is,
we went through it as you were going through it live.
yes, that was the thing.
You were navigating dating,
Timely,
navigating your kids live, and we just woof.
yep.
They were brilliant examples. So I guess what was the greatest impact, do you think?
Finding myself, finding that I was a lovable mother, finding that I was able to be the best version of me, whether it's mother, partner, daughter, all the aspects that I've had squashed down for so many years is suddenly I'm now able to be me. But like you said, it's the timeliness of it. When I went through those situations, we addressed them straight away.
Yeah.
And didn't let them build and fester and affect, my mental health. And you never let me not address them. That's what I liked. That's where the power was, because you could see that it made such a difference. It was going to make such a difference to how I moved forward. And without addressing each one at the time, it would have been a block.
Yeah.
But the blocks were just blown away.
So it's really, really great you say that, because what I can see when I'm observing that is all the limits that, imagine if you were still waiting whether that guy before, you would not be in with this man now. But you can, in what way do you think, how much do you think you were limiting yourself until we removed all those blocks? And what's the result of removing them all?
The result is, after 50 odd years, I am no longer that person that was making so many mistakes as well, and not believing in myself. It's the power within us that is always there for every woman. It is there, but through whatever reason, we just can't sometimes get to find that power and use that power in a safe way, in a positive way, by ourselves. So I think that was the biggest thing: finding my power, finding my voice, finding my true worthiness, without ego. That's important, because ego, if you don't let go of the ego, you just won't make the progress. So I had to surrender to you, basically, Viv.
You did, and what was so beautiful is you didn't even hesitate. You just said, I'm in. Whatever it is, I'm in. You didn't even think twice. There were times when you were worried about money and all that, but then you just thought, oh, I have to do this. What had that? Why did you have such certainty? Because then you always found the way, didn't you? Because that money is also a limit. You just always found the way. And now it's paying back in dividends and spades. So what was it that made you just go, I have to keep going?
That first phone call we had way back, when I knew that you'd been through it, and you had gone through it, and you knew exactly what I was going through. I don't know. I guess I didn't want to live the rest of my life in the fear, being trapped, not having a voice. And I thought, well, wasn't that it was my last chance, but I knew it was my best chance. It was my best opportunity. And if I didn't just allow you to see everything, then I was just, what's the point? How can you help me if I'm not going to help myself?
And that was so beautiful, Leanne, that you really did trust and you
Yeah.
let yourself be vulnerable when you, even times when you felt embarrassed about some things that happened, and
Oh,
you just,
yeah.
okay, that's it. And that process as well is really, really going to help you in what's unfamiliar to you, is getting close to this new man.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Yes. Yes. And that I can trust again. I can love again. I can continue to succeed in all areas of my life. I can continue to be that inspiration I've always wanted to be for the kids, and to show them that anything is possible. Whereas before I couldn't do that because I was just a shell.
Yeah.
So they're learning the new me as well.
Yeah.
That I'm finding very interesting. That, I think, is what's taking the most time. They're going, who is this happy person? We're not sure who she is. So they have to, learn how to trust me again with a new me.
And and what about the future? Now you really have learned how to take, you've really seen that whatever was getting in your way was you. And I say that in a nice way.
Yes, I agree.
We all get in our own way. And once you absolutely learn to take the limits off, that's why I call it life without limits. Anything's possible. So what's going to be possible now, do you think, now you've got this building block in place and you're on your way?
I was going to say little things, but this isn't a little thing. I promised my first 3 children before they turned 11, they're almost 21, I'd take them to Disneyland.
I love it.
They'll be going to Disneyland. I've got a bucket list of things I want to do with travel. It's I want to buy my own home. And this was probably going to be a 4 or 5 year plan, but now it's 2.
Right.
That is, and that, I'm not just saying that, I know it because I've got the vehicle to do it now, and I've got the support to do it now, and I can provide that, for my family. And that is powerful. I never thought I'd be able to, when I left, I just never thought I'd ever get on top of my finances. Just having a relationship too with my partner that is genuine, honest, open, communication, connection. I just can't wait. I can't wait. I want to do it now. But
I think that would have ever been possible before with this partner?
Not with the guys I was dating previously. No.
So that list that you're drawing up,
Yep.
I want you to promise me that you send me updates as you tick them off.
It was going, you don't even have to ask me. It was going to happen, and I'm going to do that definitely, because I'm just so excited about the future. And like I said, it's not even a year yet.
Well, we've only been doing this 6 months, and 2 months of the program, and then the 6 months of this. Yep. Wow, Leanne. I knew we would get to this point, and I'm so happy to see you. Do you remember I said, I promise you, you will be standing there one day? And I love it. So what would you tell, what do you think, what would you tell other graduates of the Power Within You about going on to the 6 months mastermind and more? Because you can continue, and I know you've already.
I will. Yep. I'm not, like I said to you already, I'm not going anywhere. I will be here you will be my life coach for life, I said, and that's what's going to happen. Don't hesitate. Don't think that you need to wait 5 years for all this healing. That's what I first believed before I met you. I thought, I've got to go through all this pain and this heartache. It's not easy, but with your help, we have short-circuited my healing, and that itself is so powerful. So, anyone that's thinking about it, don't hesitate, but just be open, be honest with you, be honest with yourself, because in this 6 months, you can change your life, and it has. You know how much it's changed my life, especially after, you know, this, what I've just told you about my future. And yeah, it is powerful. It is worth it. Do the work.
Well, that is just, I suppose the last final question was that, you know, some people might think, oh, well, because you remember how dramatically you changed after the power within you. Some people might be thinking, oh, well, I'm good now. So what would you say, you know, what was the difference between that and now? How much further, I think, did it take you?
I think because it's more intense in a positive way. Yeah, no, in a good way. I'd never worry about that. Yes, I was happy with how I was at the end. Massive mental changes and emotional changes occurred, but I needed the ongoing support just to really click some things in on a one-on-one basis or within a group or whatever, that makes longer lasting changes, but quicker.
Yeah.
Because why, like I said before, why go for 5 years in such pain and depression and anxiety when you can actually cut it short?
Yeah.
But
well,
with solid work.
How excited are you? I'm so excited.
I know. So am I.
Brilliant. Well, thank you, Leanne, for putting your trust in me, for being vulnerable. I have loved every minute of it, and I love that you're in my life forever now too. So
I agree.
Thank you. I'm very grateful that you came into my life as well.
Thank you. But yeah, again, back to that word, grateful. It's could not have done it without you, and it means the world to have met you.